All right, Knights of Apollo, today we have an absolute banger of a video. So we are playing NTW, so Napoleon Total War, and this is an absolute fantastic, amazing fight to the bitter end. So in today's video, I am joined with General Cody. Now, I'm starting the video in the deployment phase because, yes, Spain. We're both playing Spain, and they have vanguard troops, and we are going to use them to, to the fullest capability. So we've got a lot of troops here ready to basically establish a position so the rest of the army can show up to the spot and join the fight. And there we go. The battle is already underway. We're taking on two Great Britain armies, and they are bringing some intense artillery, which is already shelling our position. So yeah, originally we thought we're gonna start on this side of the map, and there we go. First little cav almost charge. He was thinking about it. He gets hit hard by the skirmishers though. But yeah, we thought we were gonna spawn here, but we actually spawned on the good side, and we didn't want to use the hill. We were like, screw it, let's go. Let's bring the fight to them. And I brought 2 units of horse artillery so I can do exactly this. Rush them to the front line and get them blasting. So I'm gonna move them up. Extra support for the brave lads who spawned way in front of the enemy. We've got General Cody. He's moving up his cav. We brought the best cav we could bring for the Spanish army, which is pretty decent. So we got some decent cav. Nice shot there onto the British cav. Again, it looks like the British kind of were thinking about pushing forward and trying to get a good cav charge on the lights. I don't know if they were expecting this or not. I mean, they kind of had to. Here comes more cav charging forward. Light dragoons just getting into position, potentially striking at any moment. You just want to make sure you're in a good spot when the opportunity arises. And then over here, yes, cav charge going in. Really well done by Great Britain here. Going in with the dragoons. He takes out my horse artillery. I tried to send over these volunteers. They can form square, and unfortunately, they're just way too late. I'm gonna rush in my own cav myself, but here's the thing. I see an opportunity here. I noticed that there's some Lightfoot not being protected, so I go ahead and peel a unit of cav and go for these Lightfoot. So I like what I saw over here. Well, this is my cav. Those at the artillery, they're out of there. But I like what I see over here, and I'm going to send in more and more cav to join the fray. Now, Great Britain is going to go ahead and send in some more dragoons into the fight to try to bolster their numbers. And I have some cav in the back. These are my best cav. I sent in hussars first because they're a bit faster. So hussars, a light cav, just trying to get in there and trying to destroy this Lightfoot, but it's a pretty intense battle. And now I'm rushing over my infantry to kind of support, get into firing distance. Here we go, they're lining. Oh, no, yeah, I'm going to get them even closer. Here comes more cav support. It's just really piling up over here. It's getting crazy intense. So we're definitely trading here. I'm killing some units. He's killing some units. Nice maneuver here by the King German Legion, charging into my lights. So they're going to try to basically give me a taste of my own medicine, charging some cav into my lights, and try to exchange some light infantry. Back over this way, you can see General Cody is really stretching out his lines because the British are doing that as well. Lots of foot guard, lots of elite troops here. 42nd Foot, 88th Foot. It's a little calmer on this side though, that's for sure. Now over on this front, this is my other horse artillery, just absolutely crushing nerds right now. So he actually went forward for a charge. For my artillery. I had my guys in canister for, at this point, a long time. And that's what I like to do with horse artillery. Get them to the front. Get them into canister range. It's risky, right? I mean, I lost the other one. Here we go. Here's another. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, that's why I love that horse artillery. It's cheap, it's fast, and it packs a punch. But yeah, that's and that's the risk, right? If you send it forward to the front line, it's a higher chance of it getting attacked by cav or whatever. But if you can get it into a good position like this, where you have support from both left and right from infantry, you're going to be looking pretty good. Even better would be having like infantry behind here. So if you see, if like a cav unit charges forward, you could easily charge up and protect the artillery. But yeah, really nice. And then, oh, Cody's going in. He's getting aggressive. He's been charging in cav as well. Look at this. He's going in with his cav. It looks like, is this Lancer? Yeah, Lancer cav. And he's going to get a nice hit on the enemy infantry before they can form square. So nice, just blitzkrieg tactics here. In and out. He's going down the line. Look at that, going down the line. Now he's going to countercharge with some light dragoons and try to support and prevent this cav. And he's going to move another cav unit. Look at the craters here. The howitzer from the British is causing massive, creating massive craters in the terrain. But here comes another charge, and yes, fantastic charge on the British. He's doing a good job with his cav, but he is losing a lot of cav as well. It's a bloody strategy. I'm kind of holding this hill right here. I like this position, and it's just getting. Look at this. It's just getting wild. It's getting wild here. I mean, it's a long battle line here from two sides. I like how this is playing out, though. The only thing that I think the enemy has over me is artillery. Yeah, I have my horse artillery, but they're not really helping my side. They're kind of in the middle. I think they're more kind of aiding. Oh, and they died, by the way. Really, we missed it, but really good charge by the light dragoons from the British. So they went in with a strategic surgical charge into my artillery and wiped them out. So that artillery is done. It is toast. But I definitely want to see how many kills it got, because it landed some deadly grape shots on the enemy. The British moving forward. Coldstream Guard trying to get into the fight. They're moving up. Is he going in for a melee charge? The mad lad. Oh, look at this. We killed the enemy. Oh, and that's with cav. Cody goes in with cav. I remember him doing this, but I didn't remember. I didn't know how exactly. But these guys go in, kill the general. Fantastic. We've got some units like, is this the Coldstream? Yeah, they just like right into the face of the enemy moving forward. Now, way over here, my elite guard is moving up. So I've got 2 units of Walloon Guard, and then I've got 2 units of Grenadiers. So this is my elite corps, and I'm now going for the kill. I've got 1 more unit of cav left over. And this over here are just Fusiliers. So this is just like the common troop holding the line. And this is where I'm really putting the pressure on him. You can see he's starting to pull back now. Pull back. So let's do some slow motion really quick, and because this has been going by really fast, and there's a lot to cover. So General Cody still in the back lines with his cav, but his cav is, well, they're about half strength now, and they are starting to break. So I don't think we're going to see Cody's cav much longer. And Cody's just so hyper aggressive with his cav. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm a very aggressive player myself, and he brings, not only is he aggressive, but he's really good. Like, oftentimes aggressive players, at least maybe me, like I get a little too tunnel vision-y, and I'll go for something and it just does not work out because I'm not observing the surroundings of what potentially could happen, you know what I mean? But Cody's just really good at like very well-timed cav strikes. But there's an intense fire line going on here with the Fusiliers against these Coldstream Guard. Just all elite troops from this guy. Okay, well, no, Foot Guard are pretty elite too. So yeah, this whole entire British army is just all elites. Now he's moving up more foot over on this side, but it's pretty close from the 2 sides. I think Cody has it though. I don't know. It's still too close to say. Nice little infantry charge by the Coldstream Guard from Great Britain over in the center. And this is where things get interesting, because remember how I said the one thing the British have over me is artillery, and that is still the case. And the British are doing exactly what he kind of shot his own men there, but he's doing what exactly he needs to be doing. He's falling back to his artillery. He is falling back. I've taken control of this area, and you can see he's changed to grape shot to canister shot. So I'm not going in. That's suicide. And you guys remember the battle where me and Cody, we took on the army of like almost entirely all of artillery? It's kind of the same concept here. I'm not going to engage. I'm going to keep my distance. I'm going to fight some of his infantry over here. You know, I've got my elites going up. No, actually 2 grenadier. I'm actually now moving some infantry over to help Cody because, again, let me slow motion it because there's just so much going on, guys. It's crazy. But he's got the Coldstream Guard over here. I'm sending over Cav to help out because he honestly, at this point, Cody's like, I don't think I'm going to win this. I might need help. And I was like, okay, I'm sending over some troops because this is so important to win on this side. Why? Because there's no artillery. There's no artillery, and this is our path to victory. We have to win on this front. Why? Because we can curl around and get on the side of this artillery, and I'm hoping to keep this army present here to keep the enemy artillery busy. And yeah, he's still using canister shot, but I mean, is he really hitting anything? No, it's not really. It's just losing its momentum, you know? It's just too far, so and I'm purposely keeping them out of distance. So there we go. More and more infantry closing in. Really solid hill position here. I've got a couple units in the fight over here. It's hard to tell because we're playing as the same faction. Here comes a little cav charge. This is my cav going in. I saw a very weak British line. I was like, okay, I might as well just try to clean up as much as I can before they rendezvous, before they, you know, consolidate their forces over on this side. And that's what they're doing. The British are consolidating. And because they know, the British players know, they're like, okay, the artillery is key to this victory for them. So they're kind of falling back and protecting the weaker side, right? The side with no artillery. So they want to consolidate all their forces and put up a good front against our troops. Now my cav is going to go ahead and disengage. I wiped out that weak British line, so that's one less line we have to worry about. So that's, you know, small gains right there lead to big gains. Now, I don't know, do I lose troops here? No. Okay, good. I guess they're going slow enough to where the stakes aren't hurting them. You know, during the battle, I didn't really see this, and then I looked over, I'm like, oh, geez, I hope I didn't lose any cav to stakes. But here comes General Cody. He's moving in. I've also got some units moving in as well, supporting the push. I got some Fusiliers still over here marching over. I've got some units that broke and now have come back, so I'm going to send them back into the front lines to help out because this is coming down to the wire. I've fallen back my Walloon Guard because I want to save them for the artillery. That's right. I'm saving these guys. They will destroy this artillery. I promise you that. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, the reason I'm saying that is my strategy here is that I'm going to try to take these Walloon Guard and push them around this way, a little bit further, probably down this way, and try to close in on this artillery position while the artillery is busy firing at my Fusiliers and my Grenadiers. Now, you notice he switched shots. That's really smart of him to do because that's a much better shot. Using the normal cannonballs rather than, grape shot because it's just too far. So he's going to do a lot more damage that way. So there we go. Let's go back to normal speed. And there you have it, guys. So the British are kind of forming an L here, trying to maintain this front. And we are just going for the kill. We have to break through this British line. And we got some Spanish troops charging in. I think they're out of ammo, so he's like, you know what, screw it. You could hold on to these units and just have them as meat shields, I guess. But this little chart didn't lead to anything. Maybe it would have been better to just have them as a meat shield. I don't know. But, I mean, what else can you do with a unit like that? And more units are breaking. And this is a little concerning. This is where Cody was like, I don't think we're going to win this. I was like... He wasn't like that exactly, you know, he's just like, I don't know, this is going to be close, you know. I was like, we can do it, because it started off so well for us. And there we go, he's using canister shot again, still just too far. And the reason he's using canister shot is because I moved up these Fusiliers to try to break this Lightfoot. Again, just trying to gain small victories here. If I could kill this unit, that's one less unit we have to worry about. I was just getting my Fusiliers in range, and my heavy infantry, my normal infantry, will outshoot them in a line battle. Also, we outnumber them. You know, we outnumber them a lot by units and numbers. Back here, you can see fantastic job by these Fusiliers chipping away at the British over there. Foot guard, very good unit. And let's see where... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Walloon guards. They are running. I mean, they've got to. They have to. It's now or never. So, he's got his cannons in canister shot. And one is focused over on this side trying... Basically, he used his Lightfoot as bait. And it is kind of working. And I think they're out of ammo. That's why he's charging. So I moved up my units to kind of just stand their ground. Let's just kind of shoot them and clean them up. Come on, you guys are reloading. Oh, the canister shot kind of firing at their own men. Hold them back, hold them back. Anyways, this is where I go, okay, this is it, now or never. And I didn't mean for them to stop right here. And Cody's like, hey, you should keep pursuing. And I was like, oh, crap. Like, I didn't mean to. But yeah, we're going to push them forward. And standing in my way are some Lightfoot. They break. So maybe that volley was kind of useful. It was a bit of a speed bump, but if these guys stayed in the fight, it might have been a little bit longer, if you know what I mean. But here we go. We charge in. He's got nothing defending his cannons. He's trying to fire. He does get a pretty good hit there. I think they're normal rounds here. It's not canister. And then I'm charging in my cav as well, and this is for all the marbles right here. It's either we do or die. And the British countercharge. But things are looking good. Even if my units die here, we took out the artillery. And that's all that matters. But things are looking good. Things are looking good. Walloon Guard are engaged. Cody's got some infantry in the back here. We have just broken a unit there. I'm now going to support this other side. A lot of the British troops are wavering, or they're starting to lose their morale. Unfortunately, the British defeated my cav. And now the British are going for basically, let's see, what is he going for? Oh, he's trying to loop around here. Yeah, he's trying to go after my Walloon Guard. And is this Cody? I don't remember whose general this. I think, yeah, this is Cody's general. And Cody's like, I'm going in, bro. I'm going in. Because we wanted to kill that British cav, and honestly I thought I was going to easily kill it, so I just told one of my Walloon Guard to just reform and start firing at these Coldstream Guard. And then at the same time I'm pushing forward on this side. Look at this, multiple lines of Fusiliers. Now that the artillery is gone, you know what I could have done? I could have just stood right here and he would have just wasted his shots on me. Oh, now, unfortunately, General Cody's general dies in that brave act to try to kill the British cav. The British go in with his own general as well to try to support. And my goodness, this cav is still alive. Now, I try to form square here. I don't know if it's just I didn't have enough numbers or the artillery just got in the way. So what I do is I just charge them in. Yeah, I'm just like, screw this. These guys are done. We have to kill this cav. Why? Because I want to fire at the flank of these Highland Foot, because even though he just has 2 units here, it's Foot Guard and Highland Foot. They can easily take on all these units. Even if we hit the high ground, and see, look at that. Grenadiers breaking. Breaking, breaking, breaking. Not good. That increases the chances of the British winning here. So still, this is a very close battle. It's still anyone's game. You can see they still have plenty of troops here. So, we need to get these forces in the fight. And here we go. This is where I send my general into the fight. And that actually kills a lot of the British cav. I cannot believe. What is this? King German Legion, man. They just fight like absolute beast. And I go ahead and retreat my general because I want him to stay alive. I don't want to risk the general because this battle is so close. It could come down to the death of a general. Now, he charges in his general, which kind of surprised me. My Walloon Guard are going to take him on. I don't know if it's enough, but this is a huge point of the battle. If we can kill the general here, we could have victory. We could have victory. Now, he defeated one of my Walloon Guard. I'm going to charge in the other one. We've got a square formation forming up over here. This is Cody's Fusiliers. And over here, the British have defeated my lines. Now, we definitely bruised them up a bit. They're severely weakened after that firefight. But yeah, they've killed my lines. I've got one left. And then I have another line over here coming back. So sure enough, I'm going to send them back because we need all hands on deck. And the general has fallen back. General has fallen back. We really wanted to kill him at this point. Let's do some slow motion again. Let's just really digest this battle here. But yeah, we really wanted to kill this general because, you know, he's the head of the serpent, right? If we kill him, the morale is going to severely drop and we could win this easy. Now, I still think the battle's in our favor, but look at the balance of power. It's barely in our favor. I mean, what do we have left for the British? We've got foot, some Highland foot, and some Coldstream Guard. I mean, those are no pushover units, and they still have their general. This is still... And I like how they're using this little town here to kind of give them a defensive position that we're trying to deal with. And, oh, what is this? Oh, we've got some infantry charging in as well. And I think we are going to win this engagement. And what I'm doing here at this point, I'm not trying to rush. I'm trying to take my time. I'm trying to, you know, we don't want to rush in and just get our army destroyed piecemeal. So we're just kind of sitting back, firing. And Cody's moved up as well. Very, very good line here. And then I've got some units trying to consolidate as well. See how I'm moving back? Because I notice he's like sending over units to this side. I don't want this unit to get singled out. So I'm waiting to link up with this unit here, and then I'm going to push forward. And here we go. Cody's charging in because he doesn't have any more ammo. Oh. And we got another charge over here. And that's going to force the British's hand. You know, he's got to support this, right? So he's going to send in the Highland foot. I notice, oh, and here comes the general. And the general is open to fire. And you can see, there we go. Boom, just like that. Oh, they're big targets. They're on horseback. And that right there, that one volley, I think, sealed the deal. We killed the general. The morale is shattering. We're attacking on multiple fronts. And I think we are going to win this battle today. So, yeah, that's the Spanish Blitzkrieg. It was a hell of a fight. I mean, look at the carnage of this battle. Absolute bodies stacked everywhere. Played this battle live. It was a lot of fun. There was many times where we thought we were going to win. Win. We thought right away we were doing pretty well. We thought we were going to win, but then it was very back and forth. There were times where we thought we were going to lose. I think the key moment was charging in and taking out his artillery at that one point with the Walloon guards. If we didn't do that, his artillery would have just destroyed us. So to be able to get in there and take it out was huge for us. But damn, they put up a hell of a fight here. Here's the Coldstream Guard going in for one last hurrah. And let's see, are they actually going to make it here? Yes, they are. We're going to dogpile in. Get all my units in this fight. They're not going to last much longer. And there you have it, guys. That is a Spanish victory here today. So I definitely think the Vanguard troops helped out a lot there, kind of maintaining this hill position. And there you have it. So General Cody getting the most kills there. He brought the biggest army as well, almost 2,000 men. Wow. I brought the second biggest army, just by a hair. I got 1,200. And then over here we have Raptor Fan. We got 1,300. And Bacon is awesome with 1,100. So a really good fight. Let's look at the kills here really quick of my horse. Oh yeah, look at this. Horse artillery, 86 kills, which honestly feels a little light. I feel like it felt like they got more. But that was all canister shot with the 86 there. That was pretty good. They got their money's worth there, I believe. Because they were also canister shot like pretty high up units. So it's not always the number of kills total, it's also quality of kills as well. But my Fusiliers, this is also kind of shocking. Fusiliers cleaned it up. 109, 108, 102. Walloon Guard, of course, did good. Hussars up there. So, yeah. Pretty good fight there, guys. I really enjoyed that one. The other horse artillery getting 0 kills. But you got to try to avoid that. You can't lose artillery like that, but that is the risk with horse artillery. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up today's battle. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that jazz. It does help the channel a ton, and I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.